Hey everyone, it's Jordan Faith. Here on my channel, I like to play around with Curly Girl Method products and techniques. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe. I upload a new video every Thursday. Today, I'm doing another one brand wash day with the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk line. Let's head to my shower to get started. Here we are in my shower, and I am just going to start by getting my hair soaking wet. And then I'm going to use the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk shampoo to gently cleanse my scalp. I really like this shampoo. I've said that before in other videos. It's a really nice consistency. It's easy to work all over my scalp. It has just the right amount of lather for me. It cleanses gently without stripping my hair, but it's also not too heavy. And it has a little bit of protein, which my hair really likes. I gently scrub my scalp with my fingertips to make sure that everything has been cleansed well, and then I squish the suds through the ends of my hair before rinsing it out. Once the shampoo is thoroughly rinsed out, I take the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk 3-in-1 conditioner, and here I'm using 4 pumps, and I'm just applying that to the lengths and ends of my hair, and then starting to finger detangle. It had been a little bit longer between washes than I normally go, so I did have a bit more tangles, but I was able to just work slowly, and this conditioner actually worked pretty well to help me work through those. I had a lot more hair fall because it had been longer since I'd washed and detangled, so you can kind of see that hair gathering on my fingers, and I'm really sorry about that. I know that can be kind of gross. This conditioner actually worked really well to help me detangle without snagging on anything. After it's thoroughly finger detangled, I brush it through with my wet brush. And then I just do a really quick squish to condish. And then I'm going to rinse it out mostly, but not completely. And put it into a shower cap, just so I can move out into the other room to show you the styling. You can see that it doesn't quite have enough water in it. It's a little bit webby. So I'm just going to dunk it in a bowl of clean, cold water. And pour some of that water over the back of my head just to get my hair completely saturated with water again. So it's absolutely soaking wet for when I start this process. Now I'm gently working my fingers through my hair to see if I have enough conditioner or if I need a little bit more. And they're not going through really smoothly. They're getting a little bit stuck in areas, so I decided to add one more pump of conditioner as a leave-in. And I did rinse most of this out, so it was almost completely rinsed out. And now I'm adding a pump, so I probably have maybe the equivalent of a pump and a half, maybe a little bit less than that. And I'm just working it through, making sure to focus on my problem areas, which are those back sections. I start squishing to condish because this really helps me determine if there's enough conditioner in my hair. Once I feel like there's definitely enough conditioner in my hair, I run my Perfect Hair Care brush through it to smooth everything down so I don't have a bunch of stray hairs. Then I lift the hair up off the back of my head and continue to squish. And my hair really is just drinking up this conditioner, so I think it was in need of a little bit of that protein. To help bring those back sections together, I just cup handfuls of water and squish, and that really helps hydrate my clumps and combat against how stringy they get when I pull the hair off the back of my head like that. Now I'm going to take the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Sculpting Gel and work that between my hands with some water, and then start applying that by glazing, praying hands, and then scrunching. The consistency of this gel is really nice. It's not too thick, it's not very sticky, but it's also not runny. It's just really easy to work with and distribute over my hair. I'm scrunching really, really well. I do a lot of scrunching. That really helps to encourage my curl formation all the way from root to tip, and it helps my wave pattern to be consistent throughout my head. I'm turning my head to the side again and just adding a little bit more gel to that back section and continuing to scrunch. If you missed my no scrunch challenge where I did my normal styling process without all the scrunching, you should really check it out. It was very interesting, and it has helped me to decide to stick with my scrunching. This is how my clumps are looking after I squeeze out some of the water really gently so that I can take my microfiber towel and Microplop, which is again just draping that towel over my hand, scooping up my clumps in sections and just gently squeezing and pulsing to remove as much extra water as I can. Then I'm taking the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk mousse and grabbing a little bit too much because it came out really runny this time and grew a lot. But I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to pat it between my hands and start glazing it over my clumps. And now that my hair is just damp because I squeezed out some water and microplopped, I want to be really gentle with this. I am doing a full scrunch, but I'm making sure to be gentle with it and not be too aggressive so I don't break up all of those curl clumps that I just worked to get. I like to apply my mousse after microplopping because I feel that it works really well once some of the water is removed from my hair. And those are my styled clumps. All right, I diffused for just about 20 minutes, and I did a mixture of hover diffusing and pixie diffusing. Since then, I have been air drying, and my hair is completely dry now. It's very, very crunchy, so it's time to scrunch out the crunch and fluff. As I said, I have a really strong cast this wash day. That's mostly because I removed some water before adding my mousse and I used 2 stylers. But it was still pretty easy to break up with just my dry hands. If you're having trouble scrunching out the crunch, you can try clapping out the crunch, which is literally just clapping your hands with your hair in between, or running your hands down using praying hands through the lengths to kind of soften up that cast. You can also try draping a satin scarf over your hands to scrunch out the crunch, because that can minimize frizz but let you kind of scrunch and pulse to really get in there and break up that stubborn cast. And I don't think you are even ready for this curl definition. Check out how this turned out. And these are the results. My hair is very shiny. It's sprung up a lot. I have a lot of volume for me. It's soft, but it's still got a little bit of a producty feel, which I have found to be the case with this mousse. Granted, I think I got a little bit too much in my hand today, but even when I use less, it gives my hair a little bit of a producty feel. It gives it a little bit of grit, which does help with volume, but it's not my favorite feeling. There is just the tiniest feeling on my hands of like conditioner. So I think maybe I used too much of this 3-in-1 conditioner as a leave-in. I haven't really used this conditioner very often because it's not my favorite, and I think I've only used it as a leave-in like one other time. So maybe I used a little bit too much for my hair, but there is a little bit of conditioner-y residue on my hands after scrunching out. And I don't think it's the gel or the mousse because I've used those before and I don't get that feeling. But overall, I think the results are really good. I have that definition that I like and those big curl clumps, but I still have pretty decent volume. It's not the most amazing my hair has ever felt, and usually when I use this mousse, it holds up pretty good because of that grit that it gives my hair. So this is how day 2 looked, and this is how day 3 ended up looking. And I'll have more follow-up photos on my Instagram, which is linked in the description below. But I absolutely think this was a successful wash day. I really like that these products are affordable and pretty accessible. Have you tried any of the Curl Talk products from Not Your Mother's? And if so, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. You can check out this playlist for other One Brand wash days that I've already done, and make sure to let me know in the comments if there is a One Brand wash day that you really want to see. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you next time.